All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakwarash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few alcohol who may be listening. It's your brother Batakallah from the GMS camp here in Chicago. Coming back at you with another lesson of the Spirit and power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson. But, this is just a couple points that, I had, you know, we was talking about in camp, but I wanted to elaborate more and say certain things, but, you know, we ran out of time. So, Lord willing, I'm going to certain things that didn't get said that I had wanted to say. But, we was talking about how, Jake, these 2/3 and these Jakes in the world, they don't want to go after the way of the Lord, They don't want to take the counsel of the Lord. They want to take the counsel of other wicked people, take the counsel of the heathens, follow false religions and false gods or whatever, it is that Jake doing. And, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave his way to us, gave this counsel to us for us to use it. And, right now we are being shown what the consequences of not using it are. As the elder Yak would say, learning what it means to be a righteous judge, king, priest, God, all those things. And, we got to learn and go through a learning process to do that, as it was brought out in camp yesterday, but, so it, where we at and things we going through had to happen, but ultimately, the ultimate goal is that we're going to be changed, Lord willing, we be the elect, we'll be changed, and then we'll live the way that the Lord set up for us to live without being able to go off or anything like that, But right now we're rehearsing the righteous acts, and, based off of how we do that, the Lord will choose who he chooses to deliver and destroy who he chooses to destroy, and then set the kingdom up, so forth. But this Deuteronomy 4:7, for what nation is there so great, who hath Yahweh so nigh unto them, as Yahweh is our power, is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? All right, so, the Lord chose, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. The Lord chose those people, which are you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and those of you who are scattered abroad that may look like the other nations, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, meaning on your father's side. The Lord chose those people and gave them a certain way to live, that would, promote life. And that's the ways that we're supposed to strive to go and follow, Now, like I mentioned before, things happen the way they happen. We dealing with what we're dealing with now, but it's all to ultimately get to the goal of, being changed to where, we don't have to worry about, dealing with this flesh that we're dealing with. But right now, we still have to show our sincerity by following the Lord's counsel to the best of our ability and sincerely. And, Jake don't want to do that, And Jake's problem is that they want to be like these heathens, and that's one thing Jake likes to do. They'll cry and complain, about how the laws in this land are not fair, how, Edomites can do certain things and not get in trouble for it. But if Jake do anything, any little thing, they throw the book at Jake. But that's because, those laws are not for us, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave us a set of laws and regulations to live by. And if you, to the best of your ability, are sincere and operate within those guidelines with understanding, it's very unlikely that you're going to be dealing with Esau and his courts, man. Now, of course, we have to go through things, especially when you talk about, things like child support and stuff like that, which is just wicked decrees. But as far as like you committing crimes and things of that nature, if you following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're not going to be a criminal, man. Now, Esau paint you as one, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm just talking about, like one of these Jakes out here, these YNs or these street level Jakes that get smoked by the police for being wicked. and get judged for being wicked. But they, they live in a wicked way, man. And then they wonder why, Esau don't want to pass fair judgment on them. But they don't seek the Lord, and that's why they get judged, man. But this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. All right, so these jakes don't even think or consider the Lord, man. And, even now, because, it was a point in time where, the Lord took that away from us and we really were in the dark about things, all right? But now, in the modern times that we in, all these jakes know who we are, man. And the Lord has made it to where, he created the internet. So, and the word is going out on this internet, and brothers are out on the streets teaching as well. So all these jakes know what's going on, and the Lord even put the spirit on a lot of these wicked ass rap niggas like Kendrick Lamar and shit like that, to tell Jake who they really are. And these jakes still don't care, man. All right, they're not worried about considering the Lord. They're not worried about the counsels of the Lord. They trying to prosper and go after the portion of the wicked. You know, this verse 4: a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. All right, and that's what it is with Jake, man. They want to be like Esau. They see Esau's prospering doing certain things, so they try to be like him. That's what they mentality is. Even their God is an Edomite, man. A vast majority of these Jakes are Christians, and they follow and worship JC, which is a fake made up cartoon character that's an Edomite and is modeled after a wicked ass Edomite named Caesar Borgia, who was a murderer, adulterer, a dude that committed incest, all type of wild shit, a Mo, you know. And that's where all these Jake's wicked spirit come from, man. Trying to worship somebody like that. All right. But, the Lord commands us against these things, man. And if the Lord has put it in your spirit to, follow the men of the Lord and wake you up, that's a big deal, man. And we gotta try to the best of our ability, stay away from the mindset of these wicked people and follow the counsel of the Lord, man. This Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right, so we're not supposed to be trying to do what these heathens are doing, especially when as it pertains to the false religions and their idolatry and all the witchcraft and shit that they get into, man. All right, that's demonic activity. And we supposed to be following Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We're not supposed to put no other God above Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because there is no other God. All right. But, Jake want to be a Muslim and do all this other bullshit because Esau sets these wicked Jakes up, and they sell Jake out for money. And now they got niggas trying to be Muslims and Buddhists and all type of wild shit, man. But it's nothing new under the sun, man. These Jakes was doing this back then too, with the Greek gods and all these other false religions, throughout time. All right. This is Jeremiah 10:3. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. All right. So this is describing, a ritual that a large portion of Jakes is participating in right now, with this Saturnalia celebration. What you'll call Krima. Which is just a wicked idolatrous festival. Where all type of Mo activities and other sexual immorality was carried out, man, in Rome, All right, and all these jakes got these trees in their house. They giving these gifts. This is these are heathen practices, man. All right, and this is a no. This is really number one on the list of no-nos. All right, because I'm gonna grab a quick one, Salakia. But doing those things like that is number one on the list of what you're not supposed to do, and this is why. Hold on, I think it's around here. Uh, let's see. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. All right, so all of these fake holy, these wicked holy days, not holy days, but false holidays that these Edomites come up with. This Easter shit, Christmas, all that stuff, man, is idolatry, and that's where it starts. All right, none of these false gods that these people give Jake to follow after have standards or have any type of real rules that you gotta abide by. You can just do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's why even when you look at these Muslims, the main poster boy for these Muslims, especially these nigger Muslims, is niggas like Lil Durk, who's a criminal and a killer. All right, and an adulterer who raps about killing his own people, but this dude was a Muslim, and this is who these jakes are converting to Islam following after, which shows you that it's just BS, man. All right, and you following after a guy like that, that's who these jakes model to be after. That's why people are acting the way they acting, killing in the street, committing adultery, because these niggas like that make it look fly, man. And Jake want to have money, and they think that that's how you get money, by doing stuff like that. All right, but when you're in the right spirit, you leave those things behind you, and you seek to follow the Lord to the best of your ability. you know. But Salakia. 2 Peter 3:11. Uh the 2 Peter 3:11, but the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right, so the Lord is coming back to destroy this kingdom, man, and to take these Edomites out of power, to establish the kingdom of heaven, and He's gonna do that by way of fire. All right, and you know we don't know when the Lord is the exact time that Yahweh Shai is returning to destroy this place. So the best thing to do is to get right now, you know, because He can come tomorrow or whenever. You don't know. So putting it off from day to day is not a good idea. We need to be trying to seek out the counsel of the Lord and to abide by it, to the best of our ability as soon as possible, man. All right, because not doing that is going to end up with you getting destroyed, man. You're going to get caught unawares, and the Lord is going to destroy you. This 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right, so, what are your actions going to say about who you are, man, when Yahweh Shai comes back? You know, are you going to be somebody that's an idolater in the world, doing wickedness, you know, or are you going to be somebody that's rehearsing the righteous acts, seeking the Lord, trying to turn your back on this world and follow to what we supposed to follow to the best of your ability? All right, because those are the only kind of people that are going to get saved, man. People that's you know trying to operate like these people in the world, not gonna make it in that day, man. All right. This verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You're supposed to be looking forward to that. You're supposed to want the Lord to come back yesterday. All right. We tired of this place, man. We tired of being under these wicked Edomites and having to deal with all of these wicked decrees. And we tired of being on the bottom, man. All right, but we have to serve a sentence. That's what we doing, and we just gonna be patient and wait on the Lord. All right, but while we waiting on the Lord, we are to the best of our ability rehearsing the righteous acts, man, and doing what we can to change our conduct for the better. All right, this is Proverbs 1. So like, I hit the wrong chapter. This is Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. All right, so, how long is Jake going to want to be simple? A lot of these Jakes going to want to be simple until they get destroyed and come back in the kingdom, man. A vast majority of these Jakes are not going to get their mind right. 2/3 to be exact. All right. But for those that do, hear this word and are blessed to receive it and are sincere in changing their ways, the Lord is going to increase their knowledge, increase their wisdom, increase their understanding, reveal his word to those people, Lord willing, we be at that number. This is verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. So, we go outside, we teaching these Jakes and telling these Jakes what Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna do to this kingdom, what he's about, the things that they can do to avoid the judgment that's coming. But, because these Jakes don't have we don't necessarily have anything tangible for these Jakes to look at and say, oh yeah, well, that's going to happen on this day. Or we know that because I ain't going to say we don't have anything tangible, because there's plenty of tangible evidence that the scriptures are real, all throughout the earth, and plenty of examples that can be pointed to. But Jake, if it's not, if it's not right in Jake's face, they don't want to hear it. And really, it's just because the Lord is blinding these Jakes, because a lot of them are wicked and have been being wicked for lifetime after lifetime, man. And they got to pay the price. All right, Lord willing, we not any of those people that's been wicked like that. All right, from the apostles to her on down. But, Jake don't want to, you go to help Jake, you go to offer Jake, the information that they need to receive salvation, and they scoff and shit talk. They make jokes, but the Lord going to deal with them, man. All right. And this is why we got to go after the counsel of the Lord and follow that to the best of our ability, because, these Jakes that want to turn their back and scoff, this is what they're going to get, man. Verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock you. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right. So, Jake want to think that they got all the answers when they start getting jacked up, because that's one thing about all these people, even these heathens, man. Once they start getting jacked up, everybody want to start praying to the Lord. All right. And the Lord laughs at you niggas, man. It's funny to him when that happens. All right. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of these Jakes once the Lord decides that it's time to stop, it's time to start to destroy this kingdom really for real, man. When it's time for that fire to come. All right. Jake's gonna be begging and pleading in that day, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna be laughing at y'all. All right. And the men of the Lord gonna be laughing at y'all too. All right. But it says, verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All right, so like I mentioned, Jake, and just really all these people in general, man, will talk big cash shit about how they don't think that there's a God, and they don't believe the Bible real. But once shit start hitting the fan, and people start getting put to death, and calamity starts happening in their life, the first thing that people want to do is start praying to the Lord, man. All right. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. All right, so once you want to get right and you want to start when things aren't going good for you, now you want to start leaning on the Lord and begging the Lord for forgiveness. And the Lord go pray to JC, man. Go pray to Allah. Go be a Muslim and see if that saves you. That's the spirit that the Lord is going to be in with those who don't get their mind correct and come correct. As far as you heathens, you done. Don't even think about it, man. All right, but for you Jakes out there, man, you want to be a Muslim. Well, when the day of the Lord comes, when Jacob's trouble is in full effect, when the missiles is coming, call on Allah and be a Muslim and see if that help you, man. Call on JC and be a Baptist and see if that help you. All right, or whatever. Ifa Tunde, call on that and see if your great granddaddy gonna come out the ground and help you, man. All right, because at the end of the day, we are all being given an opportunity now, so we need to take advantage of that now, and it'll make your life better anyway. All right, but the fact is that a lot of these jakes, it's not for them, for their life to be made better by this word right now, man. A lot of them got to get destroyed, and when they come back in the kingdom, they'll be all right then. Okay, but we striving to be of the ones that get delivered. All right, so to the best of your ability, man, you need to seek the Lord and keep rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability, and follow the counsel of the Lord. You make mistakes, but you gotta just brush that off and be sincere when you repent and move forward. All right, but with that being said, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Krakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few Akwat who may be listening. Lord willing, this was edifying lesson. Kwam Yasharal and the Ball.